Hey friend, I'm Trinity Mitchell, better known as your friend's Trend, and let me just tell you, friend is giving Friendsgiving. I'm so excited about our conversation tonight. Listen, we're going to be talking all things friendship, the culture versus the nature of a friendship. Have you ever felt jealous of your friend's connection with someone else, right? And then, of course, it comes with every connection sometimes. Well, I won't say every, but most, jealousy. We got to talk about it, right? And then we want to talk about what does it mean to actually keep friends? Everybody's talking about breakup. We're at that time of the year where people are going, it's about time for me to wrap this relationship up. But I want to challenge us to consider ways that we can actually maintain our friendships. So we're going to talk about how we keep our friends. Stay tuned for this episode of Friend Fusion. And now my friends are here, so let's go let them in. Oh, hey, friend. Hey, girl. I'm so glad you made it. How was your drive?
Wonderful.
Good.
Yes.
I'm so happy you're here.
Hey, I'm Chef Danny Washington. Here's your champagne for the evening.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
It's giving what it's supposed to give, right? Right? Hey, girl. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much. So good to see you.
Yeah, thank you. I had to do it big for my girl. Hey, girl. You look so pretty.
Good.
Thank you.
You look so good.
I did it for you. I did it for you, girl. Twinsies.
Hey, girl.
Thanks for coming. You look so
thanks for
beautiful.
having me.
For sure.
How you doing? I'm Chef Danny Washington. Here's your water for the evening.
Thank you.
Auntie time. Who wife that is? Hey, girl. Thanks for coming.
How you doing? I'm Chef Danny Washington. Here's your champagne for the evening.
Hey, girl. Well, you know what I'm saying.
Thanks for coming.
You look so cute.
How you doing? Chef Danny Washington. Here's your champagne.
Elise. You
Late for the
made
party,
it. You look
Per usual.
always late, but fashionably late and cute. Hey, girl. Now you the last one I expect to be late.
Okay,
I did not expect it. You know. Hey, girl.
Not being shy.
How you doing? I'm Chef Danny Washington. Here's your champagne for the evening.
Hey, girl. You got time for my shenanigans?
Not at all. You know why I'm here.
Welcome.
How you doing? Chef Danny Washington. Here's your champagne for the evening.
Friend Fusion. Marker. And action.
Hey, friends. This is my friend reveal. Because y'all always wondering, like, who my friends, so. Welcome to my Friendsgiving. I have some of the most beautiful ladies here with me tonight. And I'm going to give them their flowers. I tried to do that anyway. But when I introduce my friends, I got to tell you about why they're my friend. I just came up with this on the spot, so let's go. All right, so to my right, we have Alice Thigpen. Alice is my friend who did not want to be my friend. It is very true, Alice. Let's just put it on the table. We're at the table, Alice. You know, the truth is about the matter is that Alice did not want to be me and Brandy's friend because we did music. That is how Alice says music. And because we did music, she won't be bothered with us. But we were always like, Donovan's wife is so pretty. Oh, we just like her. We love her. Then one day, the Lord worked it out for us. My goddaughter felt it pressing up on her heart to ask us to be her godparents while we were serving at their church here in Jackson. And that's how Alice finally became our friend. It took one of her kids to love us first because she was not going to do it. But I'm so glad. Alice is also BJ's godmama. Yes. Alice is just amazing. Just such a great person, a great friend. Alice is a great big sister. Hood chat, I ain't gonna keep going because I want to get emotional. Well, okay, girl, I love you, girl. Truly, because you know when you start thinking about the goodness people been to you. My friend Amber is like, okay, so let me tell y'all, Amber Jones. Amber is so freaking special to me, and let me tell y'all why. The moment that I met Amber, I felt this like magnetic connection. It was like fusion actually happening, like two spirits. It's like, boo, it's like, you're supposed to be my sister, girl. Come over here. And it was last summer. Yeah, and I was walking through a whole lot. I was new to motherhood. I was trying to see if I'm gonna keep Free Infusion and let Free Infusion go. It was just a lot. And let me just tell y'all, I was so nervous about starting my Patreon at the time because I was like, launching into like this social media space and content creation, it's just very challenging. But anyway, some kind of way, Amber ends up getting my address in one of our conversations. And do you remember this? Yes. And she sends me an F for friend, a charm from David Gurman. Who's the best? My friend. And I don't know, y'all. It's just a God connection. I don't have no way to put it. I was just telling Sam last night. It's like those friendships that don't just feel good, it feels right. And so I'm just so happy to have you in my life because, yes, you're my sister. I love you. And then I have to my left again, my good friend, Kayla Gibson. I love Kayla, y'all. Me and Kayla have been connected probably like 3 years now. And it's been such a beautiful ride. So thank you for being my friend and loving me and accepting me. I started trying to figure out who Kayla was because she was supporting me so much online. And the rest is history. Then I have Joyce. Y'all, Joyce is my girl, okay? Y'all wouldn't know your friend Trent if Joyce would be like, Trent, cut that intro, fix this. You can say that better than that. She that friend. She's like iron sharp as iron. She fixes me. Like she just fixed me before the camera's here. I love you. Thank you for being my friend, Joyce. I didn't say your last name, Joyce Sellers. Yes. It's her name.
Say it for my husband.
Yes. And my friend Sarah Hodges. Sarah is our good friend. We've been friends for a very long time now. I think it was like 2017. I remember years because when some people come into my life, I just get it. It's just a God thing. I just know, yeah. And I saw Sarah leading worship and I was like, that's gonna be my friend. And I pursued her and the rest is history. My friend Allison. Allison is a newer friend of mine. We have been connected for a few years. I feel like social media started helping us to connect. But like Allison is a content creator, influencer, girly, if you will. And she is like in real life what she is on social media. And so the rest is just, it just speaks for itself. Like she's just a girl's girl. She's always the same. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pursue her, period. And then my friend said, y'all all know Sad. Sad is the very first episode of Friend Fusion. My friend's name is Sad Adams. Sad is so special to me. I'm not going to start doing all of that because, you know, we don't want to do that, right? We want to stay happy and stuff, you know? And so, yeah, I love you, sis. Gang, gang. And then my friend Lot is also... Yes. Lot mentor, Lot just, you may say her whole name? Mm-hmm. Latiana? Mm-hmm. No, you don't have to. You want me, okay, say Lot. Lot mentor is a newer friend of mine as well. And I'm gonna get into all of this because it's kind of cool. I didn't mean to do that. I just thought about the people I thought would be great for the conversation. But Lot has been such a great addition to my life. Right when I said, I don't want no new friends, I'm good. So thank you for proving me wrong. Yes, it's been the most beautiful thing. And my friend Simone.
Hi.
We've been connected for quite some time now. I don't even remember, but all I do know is when I don't have any like sisters, right? And that's something that I don't have in common with some of you, but Simone is just that to me. Like I can call Simone at any time, any moment, whatever it is, however it is, and she gonna lock in with me, whether that's prayer, whether that's me needing to vent or sort through something or figure something out. And our relationship is just so easy. So thank you for being my sister. Thank you for loving me. I really appreciate you. I love y'all all.
Love you.
And these just a piece of my fridge. I can't see all of them. They just some y'all can see. Welcome to Friendsgiving, friends. And listen, I brought some good food up in here on today. Well, I didn't bring it, but the chef did. Mr. Danny himself. And he's going to tell you guys what is on the menu tonight. So.
Hey ladies, how you all doing?
Hello.
So on tonight's menu, we have our 5 cheese mac and cheese, our baby broccoli, our grilled chicken breast paired with garlic and herb mashed potatoes topped with a Cajun cream sauce. Hope y'all enjoy.
Thank you so much.
I'm excited.
Hey friends, that food was so delicious. And listen, y'all got a book with Low and Slow right here in Jackson, Mississippi, because this food was absolutely delicious. It was a moment, okay, that I want to not end. You guys can book with Low and Slow for Thanksgiving for let me say this right. You can book him and you can pay in 4 payments, like your afterpay. You see what I'm saying? It's like the man of God knew what was going on this November, okay? And so, yeah, y'all get with Low and Slow because this food is so good. It's so, oh my God, I don't think anybody has a complaint.
No.
And when the aunties are happy, you know you can trust it, okay? And so, yeah, y'all book Low and Slow. Well, listen, I am so excited about our conversation tonight because I feel like it is so necessary. This is my first Friendsgiving.
Oh, I love that.
I've never had a Friendsgiving, and to have you guys here, it just means so much to me. It really does. It really does. I'm gonna start by asking a very simple question in friendship and about friendship, and anybody can jump out there. Okay, y'all ready?
Yes. Yeah. So serious.
It was y'all like,
okay.
For me. All right, let's talk about what it means to actually keep your friends. You know, at the end of the year, every year, everybody's online like talking about the relationships they're about to end. You see? And I feel like, no, I think that's necessary. It comes with, you know, the ebbs and flows of relationships. But at the same time, I don't see enough people talking about what it means to actually keep friends and the things that we do to keep friends. So what are some things y'all do to keep friends?
For me, I understand that life is seasons. And I always use this analogy how, you know, you have your childhood friends. I play basketball. You got your basketball friends, your sorority friends, your business friends, and you feel like, hey, this person ain't growing at the rate that I'm growing. Let me cut them off. When I was starting to grow, I'm like, oh, if you're not growing with me, let me cut them off. And I had to understand that it's like you could take a mule to the water, but you can't make them drink. But you have to understand that Amber now wouldn't be friends from Amber 10 years ago, but who's to say Amber 10 years ago wouldn't turn into Amber now? So that's why I be mindful. I don't cut anyone off. You can kind of distance and still feed it from a distance, but still be there. But I don't really believe in it cutting people off because people change because I've changed. So that's how I feel about.
That's really good. Yeah, that's good. Because even then, like you think about 10 years ago, the person you were,
Crazy.
and the people that were actually your friends then, that's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy. Well, what you think, Joyce?
No, so I was thinking about what you said about the seasons and being present. Like, if this somebody you want to keep being friends with, right? So it's how can I be your friend better in this season? Like, obviously, with a new baby, you ain't gonna be staying me. So I'm not about to be like needy and cleaning. You got one of them, you know, right? So it's like, how am I present? I think a couple of weeks ago, I was like, you realize we can hang out with the baby, because you was like, oh, I got BJ, I got a girl. I know how to deal with kids. So it's how can I be a good friend in that season? Like, or it's like, oh, then it'll be the person. She just, when I had a baby, they just disappeared because they didn't know how to navigate. So I think it's just, how can I be present? You just get married, right? So it's obviously she by her man. Like, why would you be acting like? Now it's like, okay, now, friend, hey, can we go to lunch? But it's, give that girl some time. Like, she trying to figure out that life together. So it's whatever that life look like. It's, if you want to be, you will. You know how we say about me. If you want to, though, for real, you will. You'll find a way. So that's
If you want to show up for your friend.
If you want to show up for your friend, you will. If I want to keep you around, if I see a good opportunity, this was the time to let that person go. You gonna take that exit. But
What about you, Lot?
I think keeping good friends, forgiving for real.
Yeah.
Like, I think that, I know for me, I used to look at forgiving as like something you get like a noun, you know what I'm saying? But it's a verb. And it's something that you do constantly. So like, it's a conscious decision. Like when you see somebody, you choose to forgive again, and you have to forgive again and again and again. You know what I'm saying? And so like the constant forgiving, even from one incident, I feel like it's like a conscious decision to show grace. You got to keep showing grace. You got to keep, so the lesson I've learned to keep friends is just constant forgiving, because I need constant forgiving, from God. And so if you want to, the Bible says to get friends, you show yourself friendly.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
good.
So if you want to have those type of friends, you have to be the type of friend that you want.
That's great.
So forgiving has been my biggest check mark lately.
That's
so
really good. I think that's
they need.
important. I'm pivoting now.
Pivot.
I think that's really important to forgive. I think that's necessary. I think, especially as a believer, like we need to forgive. We need to extend grace. But then I feel like, I don't want to say but, and there are, depending on the situation, there's a cause for like distance.
Absolutely.
So I don't want the question to be, when do you stop forgiving? But when do you know, in terms of keeping friends, to what extent does it go before you realize, like, hey, this is probably not a good connection for me?
Well, at that point, I believe does this person add value to my life? Like, do I benefit from this person being my friend, and do they benefit from me being their friend? And so I feel like if there is a clash there where I feel like, oh, well, no, I don't really get much from her, or whatever, like I don't, then I feel like then it's time to sever the relationship, But if this person is adding value to me, actually making me better, and I'm just just being petty or whatever, I'm saying, just outside of all that, I feel like you just got to know if somebody is valuable enough to even keep that, even want to move forward with that. And so that's who I feel like I call friend, like that person. Now other people that just, you just whatever. But it's just, do you mean this much to me? So I mean, I think that's the line.
I gotta ask Sand about forgiving, because the very first episode of Friend Fusion is Operation Restoration. And I don't think when I reached out to you, I think I was okay if you would have forgiven me. And I was okay if you wouldn't have forgiven me, because I could perfectly understand. Because like you said, Amber, the friend you were 10 years ago, Jesus. Hey, yeah, it's like, so I would have perfectly understood. But tell me, because I think you are like a very forgiving person. Very forgiving. Like you really are. You really are a forgiving person. How do you do that and maintain the love you have for people? Because I think even like in our restoration, I think it took intentional conversation and time, but I didn't feel like you treated me weird or something.
Well, I will say I'll piggyback off of what Joy said.
Okay.
I think you have to understand seasons, and we're going to be in different seasons at different times, And so while you may have been in the season where you needed that grace, and I may have been okay, I'm going to need grace one day too. So I'm going to be in that season. And I think for me, I just remind myself that, like, you don't have it all together. One day you're going to need this person the same, So I think for me, the biggest thing is, I'm a fan of people being accountable. You were accountable. If I can have a conversation that you can be accountable, I can probably almost mend anything with anybody because I'm a big fan of accountability. And I think that when you reached out and you were just saying you wanted to meet up, and when we talked, it was not being defensive. It wasn't what I could have done better. Even though I was able to address things because you were focused on you and what you felt like you did wrong. We were able to just have a conversation about our own wrongdoings or where we made mistakes or fell short, and it's just important for me for people to be accountable, and I think that was the winner for me.
That makes forgiveness possible. It's like two-sided. It's not just like forgiving, but it's also repentance.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like the accountability portion. Yeah, that's really good. I'm glad you brought that into play because when you think about being a forgiving person, sometimes people feel like, oh, my heart is just too big. My heart is just too big. You know what I mean? But it's different when you're forgiving someone, and that's just not to say you don't forgive other people, but it's just different when a person shows up accountable. You know what I mean? In terms of friendship, I think all of us have probably navigated a friendship breakup, right? Why did your friendship break up? The last one hurt you the way that it did, Simone?
I think at that time, it hurt because, I don't know, I think I was just into myself. And I didn't understand. I think the word tonight, we've been talking about grace. I didn't know how to really, extend grace to her. And everything was just so personal. I took everything so personal. I really couldn't see it from her perspective. And because of that, it just really, there was a hurt there. I'm just thinking about me and my feelings, So.
Yeah. Well, Kayla, you're entering into a new season of life. Like your life has changed within the last almost 2 months. Yeah. And I feel like, I feel like my friendships changed a lot for me because I was 23. But I think it's a little bit different when you're in your 30s and getting married. So how have you navigated the change in the evolution of your life and friends embracing it?
As it relates to being married, I think I have had to be, I know I have had to be more mindful about what I share with my friends because my friends that I really have been my friends since I was like 14, 15. So I've shared most of everything with them. So now it's like, not even just the quote unquote bad stuff. Like sometimes you just can't share. Everybody don't need to know everything. Even if it's the good things. So just being more mindful, like paying attention to how people respond to what you say to them. Discernment, like everybody just don't need to know it all.
That's good. Even when it's something
Even
good.
when it's good.
The good things.
What have you learned about that, Amber? Even when it's good, yeah.
How to respond to it?
Sharing things, oversharing, even the good things.
I still share if God put it on my heart to share if it's somebody within the close proximity of me. I'm really big on if you are weak in an area or you're flawed in an area and I sense that or I pick up on it, I don't repeat it, but I go in prayer about it for you, for God to change that part of you because to the core, I love you. If I didn't love you, you wouldn't be in my circle. I have a few relationships that it's like 90-10. Like I'm giving 90, I'm probably always gonna give 90. It's nothing they'll probably ever be able to do for me, but those are people that God assigned to my life because God want me to do something in their life when it comes to friendship. So a lot of those friendship, I don't look at, hey, what can you do for me? It's doing what God tell me to do for you and God bringing the people around me to make sure I'm fulfilled in those other areas. So how can a person know that they're acting that way or they're doing that if they're not in a situation where they feel it, they know? And how would they know if you don't share it to even feel that?
So you take it as a teachable moment. Okay, so when you say you see it as a teachable moment, okay, let's just use for example. You share with me, Trin, I just closed on my house. And you feel this forced celebration from me, this kind of resistance, but you know what I mean? How do you teach me that that's not the way?
Months later, when it's in like a Friendsgiving or something that's event that Galentine's or a Christmas party or something like that, I always make sure we have like vulnerable and open moments when we're honest about, hey, is there anything you've done to me? Anything that I need to work on or anything you see that I see that you need to work on, and just being transparent about that. And the older I get, the more I'm able to be transparent in those moments. So a lot of times I don't believe in having a conversation right then because that could offend the person because you're feeling how you're feeling in that moment. So you have to give the person time to recover and understand that you don't know what the person is going through or feeling. Like for me, I'm going through getting my eggs frozen. The closest 9 out of 10 people to me are already married. And so I'm the type where I'm always, happy. I never feel like, I want to be married or have kids. I truly believe that my timing and my plan is my plan. Like God put me in people's lives to help them. But when I went into the egg freezing appointment, it's the first time I'm a little emotional. I'm sitting there and I'm seeing people in there like with their husbands, and that's the first time I ever felt some type of emotion. So I called one of my married friends like, hey, like, I don't think I feel a way, but I feel emotional. Like, can you walk me through this and why? So.
Yeah, it's really good. But all of us are learning, basically.
Yeah, and we have to understand that all of us are learning.
And you know what, too? Those little moments that we have with people aren't always, like, rooted in, like, maliciousness. I've had to, like, learn it. Is that a word?
Yeah, we're human.
Yeah, it was just human. Yeah. But then there are moments I'm like, I don't want to talk to you no more. I don't want to be a friend no more because what is happening?
That was your last strike.
That was Let's talk about it. You know how some people say people know what they be doing? They do.
You gotta have that discernment too.
It's a lot. You can tell who know exactly what they was doing when they did it and how they did it, and they was waiting for your response.
Sometimes people know what they are doing, and then there are times people genuinely don't know what they are doing.
Who don't have a clue.
Okay, so how do we deal with things like the people who don't have a clue? When we're so used to people who have absolutely had a clue, they drew the clue. It is so easy to project it on to other people. So how do we like deal with people who genuinely don't know that they are triggering us, hurting us, or doing something to offend us?
I feel like you just addressed it, and you're like, I would always pause and make sure, like, okay, they didn't know, they didn't see how they came off, they didn't hear how they just said it. Like, oh, you're serious. Like I would just address it like right then. And then if I'm in my feelings about it, because I do get to feeling some type of way about things, then I won't address it.
Okay.
And I'll say I'll find another time to bring it back up. Like this made me feel, and then because I have to come up with. I didn't grow up around the most emotionally intelligent people, so I have to do a lot of processing. So a lot of times I won't, because I'm like, why do I feel away? Why did that make me feel away? Okay, is that a valid feeling? Like, so I have to go through all of that with myself. So sometimes the moment is going to pass. Because if I pop off, then that's not going to be good.
You don't have to respond in emotion too. Because when emotion go up, intelligence go down. So I have to. I come from a family of people who something happened, you fussing, you fighting. So just as I get older, I'm like, I got to learn to.
I love
keep
what
my
you
emotions
said. You said
down.
when emotions go up,
intelligence go down.
My pastor says when emotion is high, wisdom is low.
That's good.
You cannot operate in wisdom when you're emotional.
I want somebody here at this table to tell me about a friendship you blew up because you did not have no wisdom. You had all emotion. Just me. Nobody. Like, you looking at me like it's you.
I done blew up a relationship like that, not a friendship, I don't think. A relationship.
Have you blown up a friendship like that?
It was a quiet blow up. if that makes
Quiet
sense.
blow up.
A quiet storm. You give quiet storm.
It was like a quiet blow up. Like I just ghosted. Like that's it. No answer, no response to text, no whatever, because I held on to it for so long, and I realized like the more I sat with it, I realized it comes from I have abandonment issues. I didn't know. I didn't know that until I feel like that friend. What she had done was so petty, and I understand it now. But then I just feel like you should have chosen me. You know what I'm saying? And so when she did, I feel like, oh, I'm abandoned or whatever, because my parents divorced when I was like 9th grade. And so that feeling, they were married 21 years. And so I always had both of them together. And so when they divorced, my dad went his way, my mom kept us, and that abandonment just kind of crept in. And I didn't notice what it was until I started having friendships and people who I thought loved me, but then left. And so I looked at it as abandonment instead of them maybe evolving or whatever. I just looked at it as, it's abandonment. And so I had to deal with that thing first, with my parents first, and then that has helped me be a better friend to who I have now. So
dealing with your childhood has helped you to be a better friend.
absolutely.
That's so good. I've never put it that way, but that is so true. That's good. Like, thank you for sharing that.
I find myself making excuses for people who I know that there's their things, and but then it's like also friend. That's exhausting. You know, it's like I can't always explain away why you act the way you act because friend.
You
that's
may need
exhausting.
to,
We do need to take care of that because we got a big age, right? Right. It's like, that can't be the like while we know that this there, like what are you planning to do about it? And then when I realize you don't want to do nothing about that and you want to keep that, that's how you want to be, then you have to govern yourself accordingly.
What comes to mind when you hear the word friendship, Allison?
I think of like sisterhood. I have siblings, but I'm kind of like the only child because I was raised by my grandmother. So when I think of like friendship, I think of a friend girl that's close to me, that's like a sister. Things I can talk to them about, share special moments, do things with them, stuff I didn't get to do when I was like younger with anyone because I was kind of only child. But yeah.
What about you, Alice?
So for me, friendship, if you're my friend, you're family. And I look at it as family. You can't change who your family is, and you may fall out. They may do things that you don't like, but you can't get rid of them. You can distance yourself.
It's like you and Brandon.
Yeah. Exactly. You can't get rid of them. And so my friends, if you're my friend, you're my family, and there's no getting rid of or we're not friends, we're walking away from each other. You can have your space and take your time to do what you need to do, but at the end of the day, like, look, we're here and we just gotta walk through it together or walk through it at a distance. But I think that my friends have been my friends pretty much my whole life, except you and Brandon, y'all know I'm new friends. But
she doesn't like people.
I do like people. I just don't like BS, like you said. I do like people.
Bologna sandwich.
Yes. Right. But like now, you guys are stuck with me. It's like till death do us part. This is it. And so, no matter how many times Brandon and I argue and fuss, we might. And the next day, it's like, what you need me to do?
Yep.
So yeah, if you're my friend, you're my family, and I can't do anything I can't change that no type of way, and I don't ever want to be. So yeah.
Is it hard for anybody here to make new friends?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really? Yeah. Okay, so what makes it hard, Kayla? Because you like, yeah. What makes it hard?
Because I feel like sometimes I come off as shy or like just kind of flat a little bit.
What's flat? What is flat? Okay.
Some people are like, oh, she mean, but I'm really not. And it's like sometimes I be wanting to talk to people, but I'm also not an extrovert. So I'm not gonna walk up to you and be like, hey girl, you so pretty, I want to be your friend. But I be wanting somebody to talk to sometimes. Like it's hard for me to start a friendship, like initiate it.
What about you, Sam?
Same, you know, very introverted. So I'm like, I mean, I got the art bill too, but I'm open to friendships. I just am not like super extroverted. So like, I might see somebody, I'm like, oh, we probably make good friends, or even like on social media. Sometimes I see people who have like really good, because you know, one of those people I like the substance. I don't like a lot of small talk. So, I don't know. It's just something I have to work on because I'm just introverted. So, I don't like a lot of attention. I don't like a whole lot of extraness. So I also have to be careful with making friends because sometimes it can be overwhelming for me. Like personalities that are like, you know. So, yeah.
You only got one trend, so you don't need to be.
That's right. That's right.
That's a lot.
That's right.
That's hilarious. How about you, Simone?
For me, I'm an extrovert. I talk to people. I make friends easily. However, sometimes I tend to just kind of shy away from friendships, like really building a friendship. And that's because I feel like where I am in life with family, business, just so busy and doing so much, I feel like I won't be able to show up as they would expect me to, you know, be present. And I shy away from it. Because I don't want to hurt your feelings. I can't be there all the time. That type of thing. And some people, you know, that's what they look for.
That's right.
You know, everybody's different, but you know, you got some they want you there.
Yeah.
They want to hang out and all of this, and you know, I feel like I'm just so busy right now.
Life be life.
Yeah.
Well, is it okay to be like, oh wait, babe, I can't be that?
Yeah.
Like this is what my capacity is.
Yeah.
You have all the words. What about those who are?
I'm just asking if that's okay.
What about those who are non-confrontational? Because like, I said non-confrontational. I have a hard time saying no.
Oh no.
And so
You
see,
do?
yeah. When do I ever say
That's
no?
a family. You're a friend family.
Right.
Oh.
But but I have a hard time saying no, and like Simone was saying, some friends need you, like they want you to be there. If they having a party, they want you to be there. If they having this, they want you to be there. And then if you don't show up, oh, you're not being a good friend. And at my age, life be life, and then what goes on in my house takes priority. And so I just can't show up. And it's not that I don't want to be a friend or want to be there, but you have those people that tend to think that if you don't show up for major things that's major to them, that you're not being a friend. And I don't take that into consideration, that everything in my house is major in my life.
I guess, and what I was saying is like, if we think about what Amber was saying earlier, I'm giving you an opportunity to grow in this space and realize that just because I'm not present for this thing.
Yeah, Amber, a butterfly over there. I mean, a unicorn. A unicorn.
Well, that's what I was just saying. I'm gonna give you the
Understanding.
opportunity to mess that. Like, oh no, that's not how that was gonna. Like, no, my family is first, and if I have time, I will. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll take.
Because Amber is such a unicorn over there. She's just so graceful. And
I love one of my favorite words now I learned. I don't have the capacity. Instead of saying,
really?
That's the proper way to nicely. I don't have the capacity.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I mean, I can't give you that.
What about you, Sarah?
Oh.
I love Sarah.
So I am definitely an introvert. I like my quiet time. I enjoy it a lot.
In there.
In naps. But I don't want to say it's hard to make friends. You know, at this age, I think that when someone comes into your life and it's a good connection, it's easy. You know, like I'm not gonna say shy. I used to be really shy when I was younger. I'm more so quiet. I'm still very quiet. But when you get someone who you genuinely connect to, and someone who you know cares about you and understands you and accepts you for who you are and doesn't try to change you or make you somebody that you're not, that that's precious, and it's easy to kind of flow with that person. And they're typically people who understand, who are understanding, who care enough about you to understand what you're going through in the different seasons and the different stages that you're going through in your life. So I don't know. I don't normally have to over-explain, to people who I'm genuinely connected to, why I can't come to this or why I can't do that. It's just they understand, and I appreciate that because I need understanding. I need grace, and I need a lot of grace. Yes. But I've also, definitely been in situations where I've had to give grace. So it's just beautiful to have somebody who understands and truly connect to.
That's really good. That's good.
Her voice is so
It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, like, can you start audiobooks?
good. That's good.
Okay, so I'm gonna, right. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with this, but I'm gonna put this out on the table. Being addressed on social media by a friend, a subliminal post, video, just stuff, tweet. How did you navigate that? Was that a means to an end, or was that a conversation?
It was a means to an end.
Really? Mm-hmm. Why?
Because you took it to social media.
Mm-hmm.
You should know me enough not to.
And you should know me enough not to. That's a business for me.
Mm-hmm.
So.
How did you know that it was for you?
I was added.
Oh,
well, they added you.
I see. Okay. Okay, got you. They split on business.
Okay, that was
okay, got you.
We were already texting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they went to social.
I kept it in the text message.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So did it happen did you end the relationship immediately, like block or?
I think I texted them. Well, it was put in their close friends, and I was removed from the close friends. But somebody in their close friends sent it to me. So I just texted them and was like, what you doing in your close friends? And then that was it after that.
Interesting.
Don't talk to them anymore, ever.
Was that when you were younger?
Maybe about 3 years ago.
So, how did that make you feel though? I feel like as adults, especially as adult friends, it's so hard to say something hurt my feelings. We talk more about and maybe it didn't, you know what I mean? But I feel like we talk more about what the person has done more so than how what they've done actually affected us. And how it affects us is how eventually we end up showing up in the world depending on how we deal with how we're affected. So how did that actually affect you? When you found out that a person you considered friend is out here treating you like an enemy?
I felt betrayed. But I didn't talk to them. Well, I didn't really express that I felt some type of way. I will say that. I don't know who brought up cut off, or somebody said something about just cutting people off or something like that. Yeah, I'm bad about that. I don't think I expressed that it made me feel some type of way and really had hurt my feelings. I was just it's over.
So is that your defense mechanism, keeping your power, not giving your power away?
Probably at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do look back on it and be like, it wasn't that serious.
Yeah.
You don't think it was that serious?
No, because it was in the close friends. It wasn't too crazy, and what she said wasn't too crazy. I feel like it was something, if I would have just really talked to the person and really said hey, it made me feel this way, I feel like we could have moved through it.
I don't know. Some people weaponize your vulnerability though. If you do that, you got to know the person. Because some people see she caught. You see what I'm talking about? They screenshot and text and see she message. I don't know. I was team to you. I was team cut her off, and then you double back on me, and I was
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joyce actually walked through that this year.
I don't know. I did not. No,
Joyce actually walked through that this year, and how have you as a friend? So this is Joyce as a friend. Just how y'all see her right now. She fixes your life. She doesn't know how to be anything else. She is Ayana. Okay, she is going to fix your life. That's just she's not trying to force it. Yeah, it's she's just really graced to do that, right? And so I've watched her gracefully, forgive and love and not drag a person that I would be not forgiving and dragging. Period. So how have you, like, I mean, for you, because I think it's one thing when, I think for, it's one thing when people know both sides of the story. And then it's like another one, like if I take one of y'all to thousands of followers and I'm like, Kayla did this to me, and she was, and then everybody starts to drag Kayla and not even knowing
The whole story.
Right. So for me, one is just like, I didn't say that. I didn't do anything. Nobody added me, so I don't know what y'all talking about. Somebody had to tell me somebody was talking about me, because I'm like, surely not, because I didn't say that. I didn't do that. And so that was one thing, because I was not a subliminal post, because you got my phone number. So I'm like, well, I text you if you had something to say to me. Right? So that I really was like oblivious. Then I was like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing. All right.
Got you.
It was literally that.
You didn't take it personal.
I could, because when you know your people, you know your people. And everybody that, when I know you, I know how you operate. If I have covered for you and covered you with people and explained, hey, this is why this happens. Or if I have kept Trinity from popping off on somebody because you know that they got this little issue, just give them a second, or you calm down. You can't go read this person down because they're not gonna even get it. And so even if I say something in the most loving way to you, and then you want to be offended, and I couldn't wait. It's not something that could wait, because if normally I wait, I do often, but this couldn't wait, and I gotta say this today, right now, in this way, because I need you to get it. And you didn't get it. I don't know if you want to take offense to my love, then.
Oh, that's good. How do we deal with people who take offense to our love? You don't.
Because you can't. I can't.
You can't, because they don't know any better.
That's why
they're not even
they
mature
don't know
enough.
love.
They're not mature enough to understand
love
it.
offends you. You don't know love.
Yeah.
That was so smart.
One of the biggest, a quote I love, one of the biggest forms of love is accountability.
Yeah.
You know, I seek out, for me personally, trying to piggying back a little bit, I seek friendship with people that would never seek friendship with me.
Why?
I was not seeking friendship with you.
Why?
No, like seriously.
I admire that of you. Because again, a lot of people that are friends from childhood because of school, because of working together. They know have mutual friends and stuff like that. But you intentionally seek friends, and I think it's very mature of you to look at the qualities in a person and saying, okay, this is who I want to be friends with, who can add value to my life, and I can add value to their life. And that is very rare.
Have you evolved in that, or have you always been like that?
I feel like I've always been like that. If you're my friend, it's because I think something about you is better than me.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's just true.
You just said it, girl. Model and celebrity.
I would love to see you on the playground back in the day. Right? I could imagine. I was fun.
I was swinging on the monkey bar. Now she went just a little
Hanging upside down.
But I think that's what makes friendship so enjoyable for me, is the fact that I have people that are genuinely better than me. I don't really know how to, and okay, so like I can, if I was to say Alice, because Alice is like, but one thing Alice is better than me at is Alice does not create a new narrative. The experience is the experience, okay? I need that around me, because one thing about me, I'm going to say, well, you know, she grew up like this, and I don't, you know, it's probably just, like with Alice, it is what it is. It's black and white, and Joyce is the same way. Sarah, for me, provokes me to be slow to speak, and I really enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just seek out friends in some way that are a challenge for me, but it's not a challenge for me like intimidating or I want to compete with them. I see a way that if I was to connect to you, my life would get better.
That's good.
And so that make my life better.
I
don't know what to do.
Like even with Amber though, like for real, Amber know all my business. Like she know all my business, like my finances and everything. Because like it wasn't even that though. It wasn't even. It was. I saw her speaking on a panel, and it was. I don't know. It was the wisdom that she was sharing. It was the confidence. I love a confident woman. And a confident woman is not checking for friends. So I gotta go check for her. And I did. You know what I'm saying?
Actually good.
Yes, you know? So I think, and that's to everybody watching too, like those self-sufficient women make the best friends. Because they're self-sufficient. It's not to say they don't need things, though. I think sometimes when we see self-sufficient people, we think we don't have to make an effort.
You actually have to be more intentional.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But those self-sufficient women can provide, because sometimes those women are intimidating to people, like really extremely intimidating, because it's like, where do I fit? They got this going on. Like Simone's running her 2 all-state locations. She got this event, that event. Sandy got 10 patients that she got to see. She got a whole staff of people on top of the things that she's trying to supervise. And like, so you got people that's like, you know, like they have full lives. But I feel like the reason that I can accept them as friends is because of their fullness. It just overflows.
Yeah.
I like you here. Seriously, like I think that is so important. Like seek out friends who in some way would if you can see your life. If people don't sharpen you, there's no point of them being in your life.
Exactly.
That's good. Yeah.
It's always there's a saying, if you're the smartest person in your group, you're in the wrong group. You need to find a new group.
Yes.
Like with the point earlier, if somebody who has all that going on, take time out their busy day schedule in life to say something to you in all love and all of the things, then it's like, maybe that's why your feelings was hurt. Because it's like, dang, I know she right, or I know that's true, or whatever. It's like a sad face. It's like, yeah, I mean, because it's that. And
sting a little bit.
Yeah, and you could have been okay if you just sat with it for a second.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Let's talk about going to the internet. Have y'all ever been the person who goes to the internet?
No.
Not since I was a kid.
Say it like
that. At this point, people use, for me, people use social media as a diary, and I think that's crazy. Like, it just shows your maturity level or where your mindset is. Like, it's not everybody's business. If you're not strong enough to go to that person one-on-one, why take it to, so you're looking for attention. You're going to get just what you're looking for.
The answer that you wanted.
You're going to get just what you're looking for.
What you needed.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a place now, y'all, where I have like left the place of resentment, and I have more compassion for people that do things like that. It just speaks to me like the volumes, the depth of the hurt and the pain that they're in. You know what I mean? Because
you can't do nothing but pray for them.
That's
You can't.
nice.
It's like, oh.
No, like sometimes you got to think about how hurt you got to be to hurt somebody.
Or to think
it's like shooting. How you ever pull the trigger? Everybody here shot. We from Mississippi. You just shot a gun.
Yeah.
No, we never shot a gun. But like it really takes some.
You gotta take some effort.
It takes some effort to shoot a gun. Like when you shoot a gun, you find out just how much effort it takes to pull that trigger. And I feel the same way when people like, project, hurt you. Like they are really hurt. And so even though it can be hurtful, I'm telling you, you only getting a piece of what they dealing with.
And that's why a lot of stuff don't bother me as much, is because I understand that it has more to do with them than me, with their life than me.
It always has
perspective. Everything is perspective.
It has nothing to do with you. Like nothing. All right, let's talk about ghosting.
Oh my.
Are you a ghoster?
Yeah.
No.
No. Have you been ghosted?
Yes.
How are you navigating the things? How did you navigate that?
Therapy. I mean.
Okay, got you.
Therapy. Seriously. Because I don't do it because I know I know the kind of person I am, so I know I wouldn't like the way it would make me feel if I did. So I'm just not one of those kind of people. I don't really those people. I'll have a conversation. You can be upset and you can walk away from me after the conversation, but I'm gonna have a conversation. So
I'm just the opposite. I feel like, why do we need to talk? You know what you did.
well,
You know
people
what?
don't always know what they did.
90% of the times they do. You have a small percentage that don't know, but at that point, again, I try not to argue or because I know my mouth and it'll get real bad, so it's just best for me to be quiet and just go on by my business and not say anything.
I play for her.
It's just best for me to smile and just walk away. It's just best for me to smile and walk away. But 90% of people who do something to you know they did something to you, and you don't. And I just feel I don't have the energy or the capacity to go and have this conversation, explain or ask you why did you do this to me, or this is how what you did made me feel. It's like whatever.
Sarah, I want to ask you this as an introvert. Have you ever addressed somebody who did something to you?
Oh no! I can't see Sarah saying that. I can't see Sarah doing that.
Not well. Okay. it's kind of odd. Like in dating relationships, I have. But it's kind of harder for me in like girl relationships.
Really?
Yeah.
That's an interesting something. So how I know I did something to you?
I don't know. I guess.
What you trying to say, Sarah? What you do, Sarah?
I mean, I am also a very, I think, patient person and understanding person. So, and I have a lot of family. You know, we're together all the time, and we all have different personalities. So I'm used to, different things. And so I guess I have a certain grace for a certain amount of foolishness. and like
That's so sweet.
not a whole lot bothers me. Now I have had to have some challenging conversations with girlfriends, and we talk about it. We work it out. Again, like I don't have like a big group of friends. I don't know. Like I'll just go back to the dating thing. So when you're dating someone, there's just a natural. I guess I don't know.
Don't play with me.
I think I think like a natural level of vulnerability when you're trying to like communicate well and you're trying to make sure that this person knows exactly what you're thinking at all the time. That's something that I do need to work on though. Like as far as friend girl relationships. I've had sisters, all my life. Sometimes it's even difficult to address hard things. So that's something I'm working on.
I love that you brought up your sisters because one reason I wanted you here and said is because y'all have sisters. And I find that when girls have sisters, they don't really be like tough on their friends. It's like, okay, we can be friends, but girl, I got my sisters. Like, like if we cool, we cool. We not, it's okay because I got sisters. So how have, and both of you guys can answer this, how have you like been able to maintain friendships with other women knowing that you have friends like that you're like locked in with for life?
Well, first I count it as a blessing that my sisters are my friends, because that's not the case for everybody. And the older you get and the more you see and encounter, you realize what a privilege it is. But I don't know, I was kind of strange maybe when I was a child. I didn't think my sisters were my friends. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, these are my sisters, but I need friends. I was an adult when I put the two together. Like, no, these are people who I enjoy spending time with, who I love, who I care about. They love and care about me. These are my friends. But I always, thought it was important to have friends and have connections with other people. I talk to my sisters about a lot of things, but I don't talk to them about everything. And just like I was saying earlier, finding people who you genuinely connect with and who it's easy to share things with, you just need somebody for. We're multifaceted people. We have so much going on in so many different areas of our lives. And, it's not that you want to withhold certain things from some people, but you just know that some people understand things differently. And sometimes you need a new set of eyes on things or, a different perspective. And, it's just nice to have connection with people. It's nice to be with people who you enjoy spending time with, who, you can sit in the car for hours on a road trip and it's hard to have awkward moments, with people who you care about.
It's like, oops, sorry, I'm pooty. Sorry.
Sarah not gonna know she gonna be asleep.
Well, that's true. Sarah goes to sleep immediately.
But then, another thing that I was thinking about, it's nice to have peer friends, people who are your age. But do y'all have older friends too?
As well,
it's so much fun having older friends, older people, in their 50s or in their 60s, because they get things that your peers don't understand, and they're able to speak to your life and speak into your life in a different way. So it's just good to have connections.
Yeah. You need a Shirley though. You need a Shirley that don't act like your mama. That's really your friend.
Yes.
Yes. You're right about it. You're right about it.
So much fun. So much fun.
Barbara. Silent. I'm talking about you are so right. What you said.
My sisters, first of all, I love my sisters. My sisters are some of my best friends. But my sisters are up here. I'm down here. I need some balance. So I kind of get some people that can balance it out. My sisters are, they have their personality, and I'm just kind of so chill. I remember all my life just growing up watching them just having so much fun with each other, being loud, and just
you just be sitting back
doing all kinds. And I'm just looking at them. Never joined in on, but. Also, it's nice to have people who choose you. Family, that's family. But to have people who choose you I think that is priceless. Yeah.
I feel like friendship is the family you get to go and choose. And I'm having this beautiful revelation this year, but family ain't always friends and friends ain't always family.
Yeah.
So recognizing how people want to show up and accepting them for how they want to show up has been a game changer for me. A big game changer for me. I feel like I have really made people more than what they ever showed me. Because I felt because of what they did or some of the qualities that they had, they could be a certain thing to me, and but it was a great disappointment. Okay, hurt, but it's also been the greatest development too. So, talk to me. I want you to tell me about a situation in your life where you expected more from a person than they could actually give.
I would have to talk about a time where, trying to see how can I say this without being so specific. Boundaries, So, was friendships period, or are you just talking about all the way around?
Friendships.
Friendships. Okay. So, I would have to say a time where one of my friends kind of withdrew. I didn't know why. So it was for me, because I'm such a person that believes in reciprocity. I feel like you should give me what I'm giving you, kind of thing. And if I'm always checking in, I'm always doing whatever, I feel like you should check in back. You should, respond and things like that, whatever. So she just kind of withdrew, and I didn't know why. And so I feel like in that season of her life, it was unfair for me to put that expectation on her, but I didn't know. And so it wasn't until later on, when she finally decided to kind of open up about it, when she kind of came back around, I kind of felt some type of way, I ain't gonna lie. She was like, hey, Elijah, I ain't heard from you in a while. I was like, well, would heard from me, would text me back, but I mean, I didn't say it. I just kind of, just kept the conversation going with her. Mm-hmm. And so she finally told me she experienced a death in her family. Mm-hmm. And she's very closed off. And she's always been that way. Mm-hmm. And so when she told me that, it was like, I was like, oh God, I feel so bad, kind of thing, whatever. And so I apologized. So although she didn't know I felt like that, I apologized. Number one, because the Lord had convicted me about it, and so I wanted to apologize to her for an offense that I had towards her. You know what I'm saying? And so I told her, I apologize for whatever, all this, whatever. So she was very forgiving, even through that. And so now I've just learned to, when people withdraw or distance themselves from me, it's something going on, because I'm not the kind of person you just want to go away from anyway. And so it was just, it's something. And so number one, I pray about it, and I allow the Lord to either reveal it to me or just give me peace about the separation until it's time for a conversation. So,
what about you, Simone?
Well, I'm about to say this again because I keep hearing it over and over, and that's my sentiments. Grace. Just learning to give people grace. I used to take things real personal, and would end up so hurt inside. But it wasn't me, You just think it's you, the reason why they're acting the way they're acting. And I've grown and just learned to just give people grace. They have their own issues, and just pray, love them, give them grace.
How do you find space for friendship when you are really a boss? Like you running your businesses and you got children and you got your husband and then you got the extra stuff. You got to help your mom out at the church and you got all of this things. How do you find space for friendship?
Well, like me and you. We just have to try to just fit it in, whether that's trying to make a little lunch date in the middle of the day, and just being intentional, like, hey, we're gonna do it, this day. You're off, I'm off, or I'm gonna take a break at this time. Like, we just make that time. It's hard, but we just do it.
I think when I think about my friendship with you, I have to stop something. It's a workout. I don't want to stop because you really
always
cut
like
it's my
that.
workouts. But,
and
like,
but no,
you're like worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're totally worth it.
Yeah.
But that makes me pivot a little bit to the inconvenience of friendship, because it is such an inconvenience if we're just going to keep it a buck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it can be a lot, because we're adults, and like we have this regimen and we got this schedule, we got this routine, and we got these things, and we're like, Allison, I love you, but it's leg day. Like we're not gonna, you can't meet with me some other time. You can't, So I want us, before we wrap, I want to talk about the beauty of the inconvenience, though. I feel like I've had this revelation this year, not to be so deep, sorry, it's just me, but I've had this revelation this year that God meets us in an inconvenience. And so I started studying in scripture, how God met each individual who was willing to be inconvenienced with the miracle. And so even all of y'all are a miracle in my life because of the inconvenience of it all, right? And so I feel like when you don't want to be inconvenienced, you so stuck in your own way that you don't make room for other people to walk beside you. It kind of leaves you kind of opt out of the miracle of connection. You know what I mean? And anybody can jump out at this, but how have you mastered the inconvenience of friendship? And maybe you don't feel like you have you mastered the inconvenience of friendship?
For me, I think about what a true inconvenience is and what a real burden is. And then I look at my friends, my family, whoever, it is, and see, do I think of them in that way? My friend is not a traffic jam, right? My friend is not something that is literally an obstruction to me getting what I want. So I wouldn't put you in that category. If you called me in the middle of the night and I need you to get this, and then I'm like, if I can do this, I'll do it. And it's just like you can't. You think about what an inconvenience is, what trouble is, and then if it is inconvenient, like I literally cannot at this time. Like I can't. Then let me help you find a way. Hey, what about this? Let me see if I can get somebody else to do, whatever. But I'm not gonna put my friend in the same category as, a roadblock that makes me go around the long way. Like, I wouldn't minimize my friendship like that.
What about you, Amber?
That's something I'm still mastering.
I don't think so. I think you got it. I really feel like you got it, but I'm listening.
I just feel like, again, it's the principle in time and place. I just feel like God has me in a place where I had a capacity to fully be there for my friends. Some of my family, my parents be like, you love them friends more than you do your family. Yeah. But that's just something that I've just always held dear to my heart is I really love my friends, and I again feel like that's why I'm able to be 100% happy in singleness, is because I'm fulfilled in the family area and I'm fulfilled in the friend area. Like I've mastered being the third wheel. And so for me, we all have important things in our life, and the things that are important when it comes to career, husband, kids, all of those. Like it's my friends and my dog. And then everything else kind of follows, because I really value it. Because when I was younger, I went through a lot of jealousy, a lot of people judging me, not knowing who I was or getting to know me. So as I got older, I just made sure that I get to know people and I have grace, because no one gave me grace when I was young.
That's good.
So that's why I make sure it's just really important to me. We get to choose. Every day we wake up with 2 C's, a chance and a choice. We get to choose that, and so I choose my friends.
Y'all see why I went to go get her? My girl. Anybody else?
I'll say, I feel like it's an honor for my friends to inconvenience me. And I say that because that means that their friend knows that I'm dependable. Their friend knows that I got you. And, love sacrifices. And so my friends know that I sacrifice for them. And so for them to, all of my friends know I'm pretty busy all the time anyway. And for them to call me needing something, they know like, okay, Lot got me. I'm going, whatever. And so it's an honor and a pleasure to serve my friends in inconvenient ways. It's beautiful for me.
And that's what I love about you and how you build in community, because when things go on in life, death, job, loss, all of that, a lot of people depend on 1 or 2 people when that one person may be going through the thing. And that's why it's so important for people to build communities and build friendships, because if you be intentional about building that, when something does happen in your life, you're going to always have somebody there. And I know if anything tragic happens in my life, I know somebody is going to be there, because I've always been there for somebody. So to have that, you have to be that. And to be that, you have to go outside your way. And so that's one thing I feel like you've mastered, that I truly love about you, that initially I'm like, she's so outgoing, like she's so consistent, and she shows up, she's sending me pictures of BJ, and I love it. And so it's just really important, because all we have is community. I lost my goddaughter 2-3 years ago. I know someone lost a spouse. You just never know when you may wake up and the thing you poured into most may be gone, and you have to have other areas to fall back, which is why it's so important to not just be 100% marriage, 100% friends, 100% job, because at any point you could lose one. So that's why it's good to have that balance and to build that community, so you'll always have something flexible to fall back. Yes. And so when people say I don't have anyone, or it's because you haven't been intentional about going to find that.
So true.
Like seeking, you will find. Like you have to seek it. You have to do the work of finding a friendship or finding a relationship, whatever it is, your heart desires.
Yeah. What about you, Alice?
I don't think the 2 words connect for me together, inconvenience and friendship. That's because when a friend asks me to do something, it just becomes a part of my life or my day-to-day activity. It's not an inconvenience. Like if someone needs me to, hey, can you go drop my daughter off at work? And even if I have 10 things to do, it becomes my 11th thing. It doesn't be like, oh, this is inconvenience to me. They don't match at all, because if you're a friend and you're asking me to do something, I truly value your friendship, it just becomes a part of my life. That's just what it is. Even with keeping BJ, with Trinity Travel, it's not an inconvenience to me. It's part of my daily schedule. Okay.
Right.
But you know what's just as important is letting your friends and your people know when you are going through things or experiencing things, because a lot of times we'll try to pounce things on people or feel like they had a capacity when we don't know, and a lot of that can be avoided by saying, hey friend, I got this going on, you know, don't want to go in details, my marriage, whatever it is, but just pray for me. So the next time I need something, I may hit you instead of you, because I know those are things that you may be going through. And that's why it's important too to have events and different things just to do wellness checks, because you could look up and a year could go by and you like, I feel away, I haven't heard from this person, and she may be fighting for her life.
Literally.
Yeah.
Quite literally. Well, I don't want to end our conversation without saying something I'm thankful for. And I think I'm thankful for I'm thankful for a lot of things. But I feel like I'm truly thankful for real friends. I'm thankful that when I think of each one of y'all, the word jealousy doesn't pop up in my mind, because I feel like I've been there. Like, I'm so grateful that my friends are like truly friends. Y'all are such friends that I don't have to say true friend. They're just friends. You know, they come, like, that's what friends are. They're just true people. Yeah. And so I'm really thankful for that I get to turn this year with each one of you in my life. Like, I get to turn the page on 2025 and like, y'all on the next page. It's like the sweetest thing. Yeah. And Alice, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for just waking up another day, because so many people aren't here today, and that I get to wake up and just do life with my loved ones.
Joyce?
I would obviously have to agree with that. I'm just thinking, right? Thank you, Lord, for another day. But I'm grateful for like the relationships in my life. I mean, I know it's not even to say, but like my marriage is in a good place. My kids, I'm still figuring them out. You know, they're teenagers now, so I mean, but I'm doing good. Yes, I know I don't look like it. But like I feel like, hey, I'm getting mom wins, and then I feel when Trinity invited me, I'm like, oh, I'm getting a friend win. So it's literally I'm winning.
So you're just winning.
Yeah, I'm just winning. I'm grateful. Good. Are we going down, Sarah?
I'm sorry, Sarah. Yes.
I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for friendship. I'm thankful for the opportunity to, have conversations like this, and to learn and to grow and to find out ways that you can be better and things that you can do better. So I'm just grateful for this. Thank you.
Of course. I'm grateful for my husband. Shout out to Chris.
Right.
My children. But I'm really grateful for the friends that God has given me in these past 2 years of my life. And every time I see y'all and I think of y'all, it just shows me how much He loves me. And so that's I'm just grateful for that. Yeah.
Simone?
Well, I'm grateful for life, of course, family, business. This year, my thing has been personal growth and just really hounding in on, myself. So, and there's a lot of things that, there's a lot of growth that I'm seeing within me, and that makes me happy. So I'm just grateful for what God is doing within me. Grateful for friendship and community.
Yeah. Sad.
I am grateful for peace. Whether that comes from, whether that comes from sense of community, family, friends, thinking about just having a career, being stable right now. A lot of people don't have that, so I'm grateful for peace. I'm always grateful for my sanity, always, because with everything going on in the world, you have a lot of people who are out here literally fighting for their lives. So I wake up every day grateful for wherever that peace comes from, and I'm grateful for my sanity.
Yes, that's good. How about you, Allison?
I'm grateful for everything. Life, where I am with my career right now, my health, my adult friendships that I have, and family.
Kayla?
I'm thankful for my hood. I'm thankful for the new things. I got married this year. I started a new area in my career this year. I'm thankful to know, or just to be reminded that there are other beautiful women in the world who are positive. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful to be considered.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Good. What about you?
I'm thankful for capacity. Just God giving me the greater capacity to be all I can be for the people who needs me to be who I am. So just greater capacity.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I love y'all.
We love you.
Thank you guys for giving. It's been amazing. For everyone who's watching this episode of Friend Fusion, I pray that when you watch this, that you feel encouraged, that you feel inspired, that you feel healed, that you feel that friendship is possible, real friendship is possible. And the gag is, a lot of these ladies don't even know each other. We're just here because of me. No, seriously, I think I called all these women to this table because I knew the heartbeat of their lives is friendship. They believe in community. They believe in truly loving and showing up for other women. All of these women are girls. And so I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you guys for the impact you've had in my life, great and small. I'm just grateful for friendship. And I pray that this Thanksgiving that you get to hug on some friends, your chosen family members. And whatever you do, please remind them how much they matter. You know, check on them, see if they need some money. For real. If you got a little extra money, check on your friend. Like, it's hard out here. It's November, okay? And things are not what they've been for the past few years. It's been a lot of dark times for a lot of people. It's been heavy for a lot of people. So I think it's really important that we take some time to do some impromptu visits. It's really important that we inconvenience ourselves to go check up on a friend and show up and just be there. It's so important. But whatever y'all do this week, please friend. And I'll see y'all back on the next episode of Friend Fusion. Thanks, y'all. I think that was really good.
Fusion.